Welcome guys back to another video in the channel. Today we're doing a preview for the Arsenal versus Liverpool match on the Wednesday night, and again for Arsenal this is a huge game because we need to try and make a place for European football. We need to try and make a real fight towards those places, because Liverpool, the games just don't come easy, and especially when we have Manchester City in the cup, that is looking very hard. And Liverpool, they're looking quite shaky, to be honest, and looking at their last result, it was a 1-1 draw versus Burnley, so that shows that Liverpool aren't unstoppable. They can be stopped and they can be beaten. And obviously you could say that Nick Pope really saved Burnley in that game, because Andrew Robertson did score in the 34th minute before Jay Rodriguez scored in the 69th minute for Burnley. But Nick Pope was very good in that game, and just showed that good goalkeeper and a solid defense for Burnley, and that could really stop a Liverpool team who are really good on the attack. But for Arsenal, a 2-1 loss in the North London derby, very disappointing. Go check out my reaction in my channel. And it's just, we need to bounce back in our defence. There's still frailties in there, and there's still things we do need to sort out on that defence, and we really need to sort that out, because if we're going to go against the Liverpool side, they will capitalise on mistakes. And if we make any of those mistakes we did against Spurs, against Liverpool, we will get absolutely ripped apart. I will tell you that right now. Same against Man City. I'll do my preview for that after the Liverpool game, but what I'm saying is true. If we make any of those mistakes, we're going to get ripped against Liverpool. We need to stand a chance. We need to win this game, because for Liverpool, this is a must-win as well for Liverpool, because they are chasing the record points total, which is I think 101, 102 points or something like that. They've got 3 games left to do it. They're on 93 points. If they win the 3 games they have left, they will surpass that points total. So this game against Arsenal will be very big for them in order to be able to achieve that, because I don't think they'll be able to do it if they lose this game. I think if they draw, they can't either. So this is a must win for Liverpool, and I think, to be honest, you can't really say much more, to be honest. I think they will win this game. I will do my predicted score after I've done my predicted lineup. But for Arsenal in the table, just looking at the table, we are 9th, because Spurs did leapfrog us into 8th position, 2 points ahead of us, and we're 4 points ahead behind Sheffield United. So we do need to win these last 3 games. This is again a must win for us. I think I will take a draw in this game. So let's get straight into the predicted lineup now. Starting off in goal, Emi Martinez. He was exceptional against Tottenham. He has been so good for us, and I think without Emi Martinez we would have been annihilated in the Tottenham game, because some of the chances they had, especially one in the first minute and then the one where Kane could have chipped him, Martinez with a brilliant stop to try and he just saved it, and then thinking to back over Kane. That was very good there from Emi Martinez, and some more other chances. I could just go on about Emi Martinez. He has been so good for us, and he just needs a good defence ahead of him, and that's why he's conceding quite a few goals, only because of his defence. If it wasn't because of our defence, he could have so many clean sheets by now. So it's very unfortunate. You can't really say much more. Going into the centre-backs pairing, I think we need to change it up now. For the last few games we've gone with the same 3 in the back, and I think that needs to be changed now. We went with Kolasinac, Mustafi and Luiz. I think that needs to be changed now, and I will tell you my reasoning for that. So for my 3 in the centre-back for the game against Liverpool predicted, I'm going to go with Rob Holding, David Luiz and Squadron Mustafi. As you can see, I have kept in David Luiz and Squadron Mustafi only because they are our best 2 centre-backs right now. I don't think Luiz actually put a foot wrong in that Spurs game. That first goal was Kolasinac's fault. It wasn't Luiz's fault, because people keep saying it's Luiz's fault. It wasn't. Kolasinac did not make things easier for him. Kolasinac literally just played the ball past Luiz for that mistake. It wasn't Luiz's fault. I think Luiz could have done a bit better closing down Son, but again, you can't put the blame on him. So I'm going to keep Luiz in the side. We need him in the side, and that's Luiz. For Mustafi, I think again, he just made those stupid mistakes against Spurs. I think 1 out of 5 games he just does this. So I think Mikel Arteta will work with him. He is pushing him to sign a new deal. So I think Mustafi will play in this game for me. Next to him, Rob Holding. I think he needs to come back into the side. He did well next to Mustafi, and I think Kolasinac, he is not an out-and-out centre-back, and that was proven in that game against Spurs, and I think he does need to come out the side for a bit, and I think Rob Holding is the one that should come back into the side. Maybe Socrates, but for me, I think I'm going to go for Holding. He just hasn't played at all, and I think Socrates is out of favour under Mikel Arteta, so I think Rob Holding really has to play in this game. Moving on to the wing backs now. Left wing back, I'm going to go with Kieran Tierney now. Kieran Tierney has been excellent, to be honest, and he didn't have the strongest game against Spurs, but I thought he did a lot of things right that he has been doing right, and I think you can't put the loss of the, you can't put any blame on him, to be honest. He has been so good, and you just have to continue with him in the side. You can't take him out right now, and I'm just going to go Kieran Tierney. It is a pretty obvious one on the left-hand side. For the right wing back role, I'm going to take out Hector Bellerin. I think he has been playing well, to be fair, and I just think we need a bit of a change there, and I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I think because Liverpool are so good going forward, and Hector Bellerin will be up against Alex and Mo Salah, I don't think Hector Bellerin will survive against him. I really don't. Or I think Sadio Mane plays on that left. They really switch over a lot, but because of Hector Bellerin's poor positioning, which has been a real problem, I think he will get exposed on the left-hand side of Liverpool's and the right-hand side of Arsenal's. So I think I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. His positioning is very good, his defending is quite good, and he actually scored against Liverpool in one of the last games we played, I think last season, I can't really remember, but one of the last games he did score against them, and he was really good in that game. Obviously we did end up losing that 5-1, but yeah, you do understand what I'm trying to say. I think he needs to play in this game. And moving on to the DMs. Now to the DMs, first one I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka, and the second one I'm going to go with Dani Ceballos. These guys, inseparable. They were very good against Spurs, and I don't think they were fault at anything for that. I think Dani Ceballos, his passing was excellent. I think he was probably one of Arsenal's best players, to be honest. Yes, people say, he's getting overrated, overhyped because he didn't create enough. I think he did create enough, but I just don't think it was working because Spurs were defending really well in that game, I have to admit. And I don't think Dani Ceballos could have done any more than what he did. I think we need to play a cam sort of thing. We need to maybe try and play someone ahead of Dani Ceballos. Maybe try and play a 4-3-3, but we have to stick with the 3 at the back because that is what's working. But that's why I'm going to stick with Dani Ceballos. And Granit Xhaka, he's been doing a lot of the hard work. He had a really good hand in the goal for Lacazette, the one Lacazette scored. He held off Sergio Aurier, which allowed Lacazette to get a shot off. So I think Granit Xhaka is a very good player, and he is a very defensive player, and he's protecting that back three quite well. So you have to keep Granit Xhaka in the side, and these guys right now, as I've previously said, they are inseparable. Obviously, it remains to be seen whether Dani Ceballos will stay here long term, but he has been playing excellent, and you just have to continue playing him in the side, and when we go into the summer, then we sort that thing out. Obviously if he doesn't stay, then you have to go after a deep lying creative midfielder, which I don't know what we'll do for that. But yeah, we're just going to move on to the front three now. On the left hand side, I'll go Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, he didn't have the greatest game, to be honest. He was quite poor. He should have taken a lot of the chances he did have in the Spurs game. But again, he is our top scorer this season, second in the Premier League, and he has to continue playing. You can't just drop him, and I think he just needs to continue playing, and hopefully he will get 1 or 2 goals against Liverpool, and I will put him on the left hand side as he has always been playing there. In the centre, I'm going to go with Alexandre Lacazette. He did score a beautiful goal against Spurs, and that will give him a lot of confidence going forward, even though we lost that game, so you have to continue playing him in the side. The one change I'm going to make from the Spurs game is take out Nicola Pepe and put in Bukayo Saka. I thought Pepe was very poor in that Spurs game. Again, he did some good things. His drives were quite good, but again, he doesn't play well with Hector Bellerin, and you need to put some changes in there. So I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka for this game. I think his intelligence and his smartness will play a big part in this game, especially when you'll be up against the likes of Andrew Robertson. I think I could fancy Bukayo Saka against Andrew Robertson. It'll be very interesting to see if Saka does play against Robertson, what could happen. So that is it. That is my predicted lineup for this game against Liverpool at home. A huge game. Just going to run through the left side again. Martinez, back three of Holding, Luis Mustafi, and wing backs Kieran Tierney and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. DMs, Xhaka, Ceballos. Front three, Oba, Laka, Saka. And now I'm going to go to a predicted score now. I really can't see us winning this game. I think Liverpool will win this one 4-1. I have no confidence going into this. Our defence is very frail, and again, you could hope for a draw in this game. This fixture last year we did get a draw, but I really don't think we will. So that is it for this predicted lineup and match preview. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.